creating the culture for collecting information starts with how it benefits three areas: the organization in general, the coach, and the players. And it actually has to be equal. It has to be a total commitment from everybody for it to be successful. And I think that's the key factor to this. When a sports performance coach or strength coach, physiologist, bring it to the attention of the organization that we need to be able to collect this data so that we can make good sound decisions about recovery, about work, and how it will create a winning environment on a year-to-year basis. And one of the key things to that is that there's going to be a lot of discussion how it's implemented. Every player is going to have to wear a heart rate monitor every day, and how are they going to react to that? And these monitor belts, a lot of times the players will look at it from the standpoint of, well, it's uncomfortable, and we've seen over time that that's not an issue at all. They get used to it just like they get used to their shoulder pads, their elbow pads, their knee pads. Everything's it's just a process, and the process needs to be put in place effectively. But as I mentioned, it's got to be equal. The organization has to look at from the standpoint of they're protecting their investment by monitoring this internal load, and that information on a day-to-day basis over a period of time allows them to make good, sound decisions in the present and the future. How is this athlete going to get better? How is he going to help our team get better? Where's that line where we've got to intervene and help this guy recover properly so that he plays at his highest level? If that stuff's presented properly to the organization, they see the value to it. And the same thing from a coach's standpoint. Now, it's not so much on, it's more about winning and losing. What do I need to do to win? How do I implement this information that I'm getting from our sports science people, our strength and conditioning people? Well, we're showing them what it's costing. Every drill, every game, every practice, we have a cost factor to it. What is it costing our team? And when do we need to recover? We're going to be traveling at these times, and we're going to be sleep deprived. So, they have the ability to make good, sound decisions as well, but mostly at the level of, practices, games, travel, not so much about decision making about the player or the team itself. And from a player standpoint, this is, I think, is an easy one because the player says, how is this helping me? Well, we can give them information now. Where am I at now? How well do I recover right now? How much is this costing me? And where do I need to go from having this information? And then how do I get there?
To get your weekly dose of applied sports science updates, go to CoachMePlus.com and subscribe to our weekly newsletter. That's CoachMePlus.com.